Meeting to order,
You're good.
please.
Okay,
Call- Let's call the meeting to order.
that's where I'm going. Calling the meeting, the subcommittee meeting to order at 7:10 p.m. Yeah, let me wait for.
Do you have
Yes, yes, okay, now, I can. 7:10. Roll call. Felicia,
Present.
Elizabeth, Madeline,
Present.
Suzanne,
Present.
Elsa, present, Charles.
Present.
Okay, and I am. Okay. Any public comments? Referrals, additions, deletions? Okay, so all business. Let's go then. Oh, I thought it was gonna be the Hispanic one. Okay, but that's okay. Let's go with the book talk, because that's before. Okay,
Sure. Okay.
all right, so Suzanne and I are co-chairing the book talk. It turns out that Chanel said no when we asked her. I mean, they were not interested. So then,
In other words, they want one. Exactly.
well, yeah, probably, but, so
Didn't work.
I remember that my daughter has a book club, and then last year they had invited this author, Kirsten Chen, to the book club, and she's a Reese Witherspoon book club. She's in the New York Times, she's in a Washington Post, People Magazine, Vogue, you name it. They're even thinking of doing a series on this book. So I contacted her publicist, and we're happy to report that they agreed to do it. September the 7th. It's during the week, September 7th. It'll be from 6 to 9 p.m. And it will be, the author will be Zoom, but the people will be present. Okay,
Quick question for
in the
you.
chambers.
Because you're saying, I have the rooms reserved for you guys for 6 to 9. But in the email to the author, it says 7. So
No,
7 is,
she will come on 7.
okay, so
we'll
what
open
time
it-
are we advertising to people? Because we went off of that.
Because we want them there for refreshment.
Exactly.
So we do from 6 to 9
6 to 9,
in the advertisement.
correct. Yeah, but I usually give a little time, and when the author shows up, we want to make sure everybody's sitting down.
The flyer we created says 7. So I'll have to go back and, it's not ready either.
Okay, that's fine. So what we did is, the publicist sent us the photo and a little small bio on Kirsten. And I sent it to Al, and Al is working on the flyer for publicity.
Something like that. Look at it.
Does the flyer look something like this? Yeah.
Here's what it looked like.
Oh, and this is, she's super nice, very young, very nice, very pretty.
Here's, yeah, we included the book in
Oh, that's
And a tiny-
nice.
Oh, very
So-
nice,
Okay, yeah.
very nice.
And it's nice too, because it's diversity, because we started off with a Cuban American, and then we did Indian.
The Indian.
And now we're doing Asian.
Beautiful.
So what's next?
Okay, we'll figure it out.
That other meeting's going on, so.
At the other time. Yeah, you know what? Let the people go through the front. Okay.
So anyways, so one of the caveats was that we would purchase or have at least 10 books available at the actual, activity.
This is what the publicist.
So she's
suggested.
virtual?
She's
She's virtual, we're present. You didn't come last year, no.
And
Oh, that's how it.
And so I went and got 3, bids, basically. Barnes and Noble's $18.99 each. And Amazon, I looked up, for that $18.99. And then I just went out of I don't know why I even thought about it, but Walmart, I looked. And Walmart was $6.31, and they weren't going to charge for shipping. Can you believe that? So I went right ahead and
Like this,
hardcover.
like that.
This is one of them.
But that one is that Suzanne is keeping. We're giving the nicer versions. Putting that up.
and you can't beat it. It's just like from a library,
So
you have a nice book. So anyway, so we'll raffle those off to the audience, make it fun.
Yeah, because it's what, $60 more or less?
And so the bill,
For sale?
pardon me?
That'd be rough.
Yeah, because you're
No,
gonna
not
sell for what?
And then
you
we
know?
have to keep track of money,
Yeah,
and
no.
it's just fun. They got such a kick out of getting.
Exactly,
fun.
exactly.
So, I think the total came to $60.77.
Okay, so then, how do we have to do that? Is it, if it is under a certain amount, we could just go ahead and do it if
From
it's within our
where?
budget? Wait a minute.
No, you guys have to approve the expenses.
Okay,
So the committee will have to approve at your next meeting.
Yeah,
Just
the
bring it
next
up
meeting,
and
just
that's
bring
it.
it up.
okay, but it's only $60-some, so we're.
Yeah, as long as you have budget for it,
We
you're
have
fine.
budget, okay.
And so then we were thinking so that we get a good number of people here, besides I know you do all the social media. And we could have the sign, the electronic sign. Sometimes we use that as well.
The marquee,
The
yeah, we can ask
marquee,
for it.
Use that, but
To be
it-
very clear, 6 to 9,
6 to 9.
so we
Oh,
were
unless you guys-
hoping.
Unless you guys want 6:30 to 9.
Do you think it should be 6:30?
6:30
Only give a half
to-
hour.
I
for people?
think that's maybe what we did last year, 6:30. Sorry about that.
6:30 to 9.
To 9.
To 9, to give them a half hour to get in and see it.
Yeah, because with the author,
So she'll be here for 2 hours? She'll be.
no, what she does is just basically she'll talk
Mhm.
and then we'll have some question and answer, but it's not a period of. two.
But that's why I'm asking, because then if you have her coming on at 7 and you're saying she's not gonna be here till 4, why are we advertising it till 9 then?
Yeah, just to give us some time in case we're gonna have.
I
beer,
do have
we're
the books
gonna have
till
We're
9.
gonna have all of that, so people afterwards, they're gonna be talking.
And they
so-
do a QA and that takes another half hour.
Yeah.
So it's really till
Exactly.
8:30 with the author and then.
Yeah, I think the time's good.
So we advertise her 6:30 to 9.
6:30.
We finish early, we finish.
We think 30 people go home.
So to promote attendance, I'm gonna reach out to Dorothy. Dorothy?
Wait,
And have the flyers at her bingo that she holds like twice a month. And she has a big group and that's kind of our target audience.
yeah. Like.
Our senior citizens.
Yeah.
And in addition to that, I was going to ask Elizabeth, you and Z as well, since you're connected to
The school,
students and schools, can you reach out to somebody at the university
maybe they
to
should.
see if they would give like, you know, something for one of the, in the English department, some kind of,
When we have the flyer, we could email it to you, Elizabeth.
and really promote it with the English department.
You never know, there might be some kids that wanna come and see.
And maybe they could even give them, I mean, it's always nice when the professor gives them an incentive like
Mhm,
that.
yeah.
They participated in a.
Yeah, that
in a
for sure
book
they'll
talk,
come.
You know, it's literature.
That
right?
for sure they'll
Yeah,
come.
yeah.
And then they'll come. If
Then
it's,
they'll
if
come.
it's other, they will definitely go if it's given. And then when we see Z next time, we can ask her to do the same thing at her school.
I wonder, should we make a note on the flyer that we're gonna be raffling some books?
Yeah, that would be good.
Yes, we can do that.
Yeah, and some of her books will be raffled. 'Cause I think that's nice.
Books will be raffled, yeah.
And then
And
we
you
look,
talk about, on the flyer, you talk about refreshments too?
No, because the committee has not, we haven't gone over that yet, in terms of agreeing to that, that's a cost. So the committee needs to agree on this.
Oh, do we have any wine left?
oh, we did. we
No,
have
I
one.
think at this point, we're done.
Okay,
But what we did last year, wow, thunder, yeah, what we did last year, and it worked out very well, everybody brought a bottle. You know,
So
and we
it's
all
not
brought
really-
a bottle.
Yeah.
And Prosecco, remember we had champagne, and then we had that, and then we had water. For people that don't want to drink, we had the little waters. And that basic, and then this year, we're thinking of maybe if everybody in the committee orders Chinese food anywhere, ask them for fortune cookies. Because we want to have a bunch of
Yeah,
fortune
can everybody
cookies.
get
We thought that would be
fortune
fun.
What's wrong
Okay.
with fortune cookies?
No, I just gave 40 of them away.
Oh,
Can you get them back?
No.
You tell the people don't need them, you need them back. You can-
I'll see if I can get them, pay away. I don't know, what do I would,
Well,
I gotta move, and I had a bag of food left
Oh,
over from an
man.
event. And I went, there's no way I'm gonna keep these next year, my kids, so I gave it to one person and she loves them and
Yeah,
she goes,
because
"Granny,
it's
we got-"
fun to open.
okay, now we know that they have it.
Okay,
Maybe
so
PF
can-
Chang might give us some.
And we were wondering if anyone
Just
would
gotta
like
find-
to,
Yeah.
would anyone like to volunteer to go by Payway, House of Sun and Rice Bucket? Those are our three biggest Chinese food restaurants. To
Yeah.
ask if they would
Well,
donate.
hey, wait, don't go because Madeline is gonna go.
Oh, for
Finish your sentence, finish your thought.
to ask if they would like to donate any food for the event.
Okay.
But it
Donate
has
is
to be
the,
something
is the
simple,
critical word, donate,
Yeah,
not,
I
yeah,
know.
something simple.
something
It could
simple,
be-
like little egg
It
rolls or
could be the
something,
little egg rolls.
The spring rolls
the
or
spring
the
ring.
or
crab wontons, those are the only two things that are
the
finger.
wontons.
Mhm.
Yeah,
They're good.
okay.
So what are the three restaurants? Payway?
Payway, House of
PF
Sun.
Chang.
House of Sun and Rice Bucket. Rice Bucket and House of Sun are on on the west side. House of Sun is right next to Winn-Dixie. Rice Bucket is kind of diagonal across from Einstein Bagels.
Yeah, right where Einstein Bagel, across from
Add
Einstein.
PF Chang, the PF Chang's over there,
Yeah.
over here.
PF Chang is here.
Yeah, but that happened.
Where's PF Chang?
Is there to go?
Where's PF Chang?
They have,
Right here.
but they
on the-
give,
one of these
they give
shopping
out fortune
centers,
cookies and
I know
stuff,
where Payway is.
and there's to go,
Yeah,
PF Chang.
they have the ingredients, the items.
so we're looking to ask them for like finger foods, like the little egg rolls, and what was the
Yeah,
other thing?
It's spring rolls or crab wontons,
Oh,
but I
crab.
doubt they're gonna give us crab wontons, cause even for my fundraiser at school. They said no, that they get, but they did give us spring rolls.
Really?
Oh,
And my,
okay.
the one I go
Now.
to all the time always throws them in if you have a big order, the crab.
Well, the whole
Oh, you're
order
talking
was
about the
donated.
wontons, son las maripositas, we call them I call them.
See, but they're
butterflies.
crab wontons,
Yeah.
they're,
The little
they're,
butterflies, I call them like butterflies.
Do we put in the flyer like bites and wine will be provided, although you guys are unsure yet? That's why I want to know.
No,
fresh,
just
Yeah, don't put anything on there.
Nothing
Yeah.
specific.
Oh.
Could be
So
just
just
water.
refreshments will be provided,
Yeah,
okay?
and it could end up being just water and Chinese.
No,
Fortune
no,
cookies.
plenty of wine I'm gonna put in.
Of
the
course,
house.
I'm just being,
Yeah. No, we need the.
Just in
Prosecco, we
case.
need the champagne.
yes, we need the,
Okay,
okay, so anybody want to, you said.
I'll do
you
Payway.
Payway. Do you want to check out what's easier for you on
PF
this side?
Chang, huh?
On this side, Elizabeth? 'Cause it's right down the
PF
street.
Chang is down the street from you.
Okay,
Yeah, go to
PF
PF
Chang.
Chang.
Okay, Elizabeth PF Chang.
Now, I have to forewarn you, rice buckets are super cheap.
And this is not.
Hard one to get anything.
oh,
Oh. Okay, who are you gonna go? House of Fun?
Take a
I'll-
flyer or something so they see them.
I will.
Mm,
So the goal would be to have all donated stuff, or are we gonna?
Donate at this point.
Donate, yeah, we need donate, we don't have that much
Our
money.
budget's very
Yeah.
limited and it has to include the Christmas or the holiday read aloud with Mrs. Claus. and that one.
While you're mentioning that, I want to be very clear, 'cause I don't know if you guys caught on to this, but we did your book reading last year, this fiscal year. We did it in October. That means that it's the same fiscal year as the one that this is happening.
No, we did it in October because ACA canceled on us,
Yeah.
remember? And that's why.
No, no
In
problem.
reality, it has
Do we
to
still
be in
have that though?
September.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter when you guys do it. I just want you guys to be aware of the fact that technically you're doing two the same budget fiscal year.
Because.
Because October,
Because of
Because
the,
it
yeah,
was
okay.
September the 30th.
Exactly.
so
You're
you
right,
did
you're right.
October, you did the holiday, and now you're doing this one all in the same fiscal. You're meaning the same budget.
Right, so that's why we wanna keep it,
No, I just want
we
you guys.
have like $100 designated for us for the book.
there we go.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, that should be good. House of Sun, you're gonna go to House of Sun, and then I'll try the rice bucket.
this is,
That's Clarence, huh?
and this is,
Yes, I think how's everything?
hello, how are you?
Congratulations, good weekend, good weekend.
Very good.
Okay, so
So,
we're talking about the book review. Carousel, this is, I got her, you know, she is with the Witherspoon, she's the New York Times. She's very, very well known. They're thinking of doing a series on TV and maybe even a movie about this book. So, September 7th.
So, so the flyers, I'll be glad to, and maybe along with Felicia, I'll get them to.
Well, you
to Starbucks.
When do you think
And
the
to
flyers will
Dorothy.
be ready, for
Yeah,
this?
that I could
Well-
pick them up and.
Well, now I have to go back and.
Okay,
and-
no, and then we have to send it to the publicist to approve.
I'll have it to you before end of the week.
Okay.
Oh, perfect, then we can send it to everybody and then they can take a copy of it.
I'll
print a
share it with
copy.
you guys via email and with, I forgot her name, but with the lady.
Melissa,
Uh-huh.
Melissa, yeah. Okay, then wait for the flyer and then that way you can show up with the flyer, you know?
So
Okay, perfect.
with the, and then you'll make copies of them that we can, like, I want
I
to
can
bring
use
to the
that, like,
library.
Yeah, so
How
I put
many?
them in the little.
And the
How many-
library, one-
So I'll make sure Dorothy gets one. Oh, yeah, the
The
library,
library,
they're
library's-
always like us to have one of these.
Yeah.
and Put a display up.
So you can, just to be sure, on Friday, you guys can come by and I'll make sure to leave them at the front for you.
On
So
Friday,
how many are you gonna make? What do you think? How many should you make?
50?
Okay.
And then we'll.
Yeah,
just
we can-
share them. Yeah, because remember the ladies from the library always have book talks and things like that, so they'll be happy to see.
Okay.
Okay.
So, and then again, we always talk
They
about
have a
this.
director, by the way.
I feel like a broken record, but if it's on, usually you post it on Facebook, right? Some kind of,
Facebook, Instagram, and we do Twitter as
and
well.
Twitter. Could you please, again, we always ask, could the council members at least like it? Or,
So I think I've
Promote
mentioned
it.
this to you guys before. We do not handle their social media. That's something that they handle themselves. So that request, and we deal with the staff side of things.
Right.
When it comes to council, I think the best, I can send an email to the town clerk's office saying, hey, please request that they like it.
right,
Is it going to
I
get
know,
done? I
but at
don't
least
know, but
request it.
I would, but
at
I would
least request
suggest,
it. What would you
I would
suggest?
suggest that you
That
guys
we do
go
it?
directly to them,
Okay,
because
we can
that's
do
more
that
of a
too.
personal
We could do
ask.
that.
I can do it as well,
All right.
but
Because
I
like
think that
nobody-
would be an extra.
All right, nobody liked not one person, from at least my knowledge, I could be wrong, liked the fishing tournament. Not one. And one came to it, but not one liked it on social media, and once they like it, it really takes off, and it just requires like a touch of a
And
button.
I guess same thing with you guys interacting with it as well also helps.
Another thing, would you be sending the flyer directly to Linda at the Laker?
She actually asked me about it today, so I will
Great.
be replying. I just wanted to, that's why I wanted to make sure to come to the meeting to give her
Okay.
some details on it.
Okay,
And
sounds good.
anyone have any
So we
other
don't worry
ideas?
about
of
Linda, you do it
Any
directly.
place else?
If
to
you guys
share?
want to give her any additional details, I can loop you into the email.
Yeah.
when I respond to her.
yeah, Just in case she has any questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have any other suggestions of where we can have flyers promoting the
library?
event?
The
You said the
library.
library.
Yeah.
Yes.
Restaurants.
I think last year you even put it at Barnes and Noble. In
They
petrol
had,
shops.
they wouldn't let me put it inside, but they had a little library. Like one of those little library book things in it.
Then don't worry
Yeah,
about
I don't think
it.
that's.
We'll do
like
the
that.
local people.
And then you'll check out promoting it with the English department or,
And I'll send it to our teachers, at the school too.
cause it talk, when you finish the book,
Yeah,
talk
pretty
about the
sheets.
book, you talk about the ethics. The morality of it. This whole idea of,
I'm bringing my real Louis Vuitton.
greed, it's got so many facets to discuss and learn and debate and. And that would be something, definitely for high school and to think
High
about.
school and
All right,
Pardon me?
okay, let's
the
go.
audience is here for high school and.
High school.
High school, I would say high school, yeah. Okay, got it?
I think that's
Let's
it.
go to the Hispanic next. Okay? A lot of information on that one. Okay? So for the Hispanic Heritage, that's October the 14th. We have that reserved in the chambers.
Yes.
Yeah, and then, October the 14th, and it's gonna be Spain. Okay, so,
Can you reconfirm the time? Because I think I have it from 7 to 9. Is that correct?
the Hispanic,
Yeah.
we have the DJ from 6 to 9. So I think we open the door since it's a
Well,
Saturday
I think that
at
that
6.
got quotes for it, but technically the committee hasn't confirmed that.
No,
cost.
but that's more or less what we're
Okay.
looking for. So anyway, I think it would have to be 6 to 9.
Okay, it's open. I just want to make sure for the purposes of promoting it.
No, 6 to 9, especially since it's Saturday.
So 3 hours.
So that $400 is for all 3 hours?
Yeah, and he even said that it would be longer when no extra.
Wonderful.
Okay, so we're gonna start with Madeline helped me and we all went out and got different proposals. The idea is to have a paella for his family. Because it's typical, it's an easy one to serve, and we don't have to worry about it. They probably might have to cook it outside here, on the side there. But anyway, we had numerous, we had about, usually here they are, 4 or 5 quotes on that. There is one that gave us the best quote, that was Danae. This is her invoice, very professional. And basically, I asked her for.
Her company's called.
Food by the end, D as in David, N as in Nancy. And basically, I asked her for paella campesina, which they call it guajira. And she basically listed everything. It will be rice, pork, chicken, ham, sausage, corn, black olive, petit pois, and peppers.
Wow, sounds like a meat lover's pizza.
Excuse me, that's campesina paella. Now we're going to the paella del mar. Okay, there's 50 people, and that one has rice, chicken, calamari, shrimp, mussels, clams, fish, peppers, black olives, petit pois, with a lobster. Starting
25 gas.
you guess, and cooked in place. Price per person includes a salad with bread and butter, includes the chefs, 2 chefs. It does not include the plates or forks or anything like that.
So it's 25 paella and.
No, 50-50.
50-50.
50-50,
Oh, so we're gonna have 2 different kinds of paella.
2 different. We're gonna
Because if you have
the-
allergies for the seafood,
And we're gonna have the.
even though that's going to be the first one to go.
Oh, the seafood is the first one people are gonna go for sure. So it's gonna be served buffet style and for 4 hours they're gonna be here. However long.
And that includes bread,
Bread,
Butter and
butter and salad. Okay, so that is $1,219. Because we're tax exempt, I have to get out of it so they can live.
Okay, can we go back to the music, DJ?
Okay, this is the food. We're doing the
Right.
food, okay? All right, so the food, this is the one that I'm gonna recommend to the committee for voting.
Is that the best price?
That's the best price. That was $12.19, then we had $13.50. And then we have $16.80. And $2,130. Okay, if you wanna look at it. Sure. The good thing about it is that I know this company, I've tasted the food of them. On numerous occasions, not only once, and it's always been very good. So it's not something somebody at random that we picked.
I was
This is
gonna ask that.
no,
Have
This
you
is somebody
tasted
that,
that food?
yes, definitely, we've used them for the parish center, at the church. Few times, and then some of the people that work there have used her, and I have used them. Well, no, I have eaten from them, and she's always been very good.
Do they bring, I know the chefs are there, but do they serve the food too?
Well, it says here. It says here.
Services.
That was buffet.
For 4 hours.
Okay,
Well, but I
so
mean,
they're
they're on
serving
top
it.
of it. I'll double
Yeah,
check to see
Just to
what,
see.
as we get closer, how the setup for that is.
Yeah, because one of my quotes, you had to pay extra for the server to be serving or whatever you call that.
But we'll see, we'll take care. I don't have to give you copies of.
I
make
can-
copies of
I can
everything.
scan it on my phone very
Oh,
quickly.
okay, because I make copies for you,
Thank you.
just in case.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
Stay dry.
You know what, then? I'm gonna give you this then. Maybe for- Oh, okay, all right.
Okay, can we go back to the DJ?
No, we're going forward to the DJ.
No, I was going off of here.
Music.
Ah, well, no.
Okay,
I'm gonna write with the food.
okay.
I'm gonna do the
Okay.
DJ now. Have it here. Okay, so as far as the DJ is concerned, we have some choices here. We have Felix, who's the one that we've used for the past 3 years in our events. He's very professional. And with him, you know, that the sound system, everything that he's gonna bring, the portable, mics. He does the research with the music to make sure that he brings music from Spain. So he'll do all of that and he reads the people well. If people want to dance afterwards, like last year, people wanted to dance, they dance. So that's him, that's 400. Then we got another one that is Hispanic Heritage Event, Super DJs is called. And that one, 6:30 to 9:30, 3 hours is 450, but your discount price is 350. That's that one. And then we have a young man from high school. Emmanuel Alvarez.
He
High
graduated.
school kids, yeah, Emmanuel Alvarez. And he says that he would do it for 3 hours for 250. That's what he said. However, and this is my professional suggestion. Music is very important. You have to make sure that you get somebody that's very good. I mean, if we have it within the budget, which right now we do, I think we should go with a professional in that sense. Here, you have a copy of it? Yeah.
Well, 350 is also professional. We've been doing it for years.
Yeah, okay, well, it's just a $50 difference.
And the
50 is, he graduated high school. He does all the DJing and music for the Educational Advisory Board. That's how you call it?
Yeah.
I always forget the Educational Advisory Board. I met him when I went to the Educational Advisory Awards ceremony.
Is that the one that Nelson Rodriguez's son is chairperson of? Is that? the
No,
EAB?
no.
No, that's the youth.
That's a
Yeah.
youth group.
Okay, so what kind of events does the EAB have?
They did an award of excellence.
And had a DJ for that?
Yes.
That's the only event I've gone to theirs.
Mhm. Well, I could always go back to Felix and see if he'll do it.
You guys can always ask all of them for links and share with the committee so you guys can look at their stuff in advance. That's kind of what you guys did with the band for 4th of July.
It's different though.
No, the 4th of July guy was super expensive.
No, she said for the band, but the band's different.
No, the DJ, yeah, this is the DJ for the 4th of July was very expensive. Take a picture of this one.
Yeah, that was only, it was like 600, no?
Yeah.
So they're all willing, the hours are all the same,
Yeah, they all are.
9. And the difference is 4, 350.
Correct.
So do we want to decide which one we're gonna submit to the general committee?
Now that you know about the genre of the music.
Felix, we've used him for 3 years and he's done a great job every time. We've used them for Venezuela, for Cuba. He researches the music in the country. He brings it. He has it all set. He reads the people. His sound system is incredible. He brings me the portable mics, so I have a lot of confidence in him. So if it's a $50 difference, I know Felix is gonna say, okay, then leave it at, 350, I'm sure.
That the 400 was for 4 hours.
Well, that's why he told me that he would be here for 4 hours. That's what he told me, but we're doing
there for 4 hours.
Well, it depends how people were dancing at the end like crazy. Those old people were dancing.
Party
Can't
was
get
over.
up. Man, they danced, they didn't want to go
I
home.
like to go home.
So he was here for 4 hours for.
So I can take a picture of it.
I would like to go home.
So it's up to the group. I mean, that sounds.
You wanted the.
Yeah, for music, we don't wanna.
Okay, I'm sorry, but the other DJ, we can't just say that he's not in.
No, no.
We want
Do you
the
need this
best.
music?
Have we heard,
One thing is the best,
Let
and
me-
one thing
yeah,
is the
have you
best.
heard the other guy?
Yeah, he's done all the stuff for our school. That's why he gave me a discount. I'm not saying the best, I'm thinking more along the lines, the more that we've dealt with, not necessarily the best.
Yeah, we
Because
just wanna go.
that's putting
with
down the other
someone that-
people, that's
Yeah,
not.
right, and I feel like if we're within budget, which we are, you know, then we should be fine. To do a little bit with the music. Okay?
Fine.
Oh, I'm like, who's coming in and out, putting things in Isle's purse?
Okay. so-
Okay, so,
She's gonna talk to Felix.
and see if he'll come down to,
350, you want to?
That's less hours.
Huh?
It's less hours.
Less hours.
I'll ask him for 350, I'm sure.
I hope we're not here for 4 hours, right?
When? Okay, the next thing will be the balloons. Next thing is the
I'm sorry,
balloons.
I hope I'm not here for 4 hours.
I gotta take a picture.
And
Just
the, no, I made you copies, these copies I said.
Oh, the whole
That's
thing,
it, the whole
okay,
thing.
the one that said Isle, I get, okay.
Yeah, let me have
Alright.
that one, please.
Sure.
Okay, so then balloons. Balloons got a little bit tricky because we first started with the lady that sent the email to the town. Basically, we're looking at this. This is what she proposed, right here. Okay? And based on that, I started getting proposals and calling people. Madeline gave me a couple of them also. So basically.
Tomorrow is one of them.
That one here, this one here is, let me see what this one is. Okay. There was a lady that she was very good. I liked her. She even came and measured here in the town and everything. But when she gave me the proposal, is Oxy Events. Oh, she worked with the one that did the balloons last year. They worked together. Because the one that did the balloons last year, she's leaving, she's moving to Denver. So then she recommended her, Socorro. So anyway, she came and she did a whole thing. She measured everything and her price was 510. The other lady, the Balloon Magic, which was the one that sent the email to the town, was 687. Yeah, 687. And then Grady, which is a parent from the school, Miami Lakes.
No, Hialeah Gardens, fine school.
Oh, Hialeah Gardens. Okay, she's a parent. She sent me photos also, which I didn't print. The difference here is, of course, her quote is $250. So basically, what she says is that she doesn't use helium. Maybe that's where the cost is, the difference, I don't know. But she'll do them in a way that she doesn't need helium. So she'll do the flag right there where the stage is, where the council people sit, like we did last year. She'll do some columns at the entrance here of the chamber. She'll do two of them next to the stage, the little riser there that we have. And then she'll do like a centerpiece for the registration table. So basically, she'll do all of that. And 250, including, she wrote it in Spanish, including my work and other materials that I might use. Now, we decide with Grady, I'm going to bring her to the chambers to make sure that she measures and realizes the size of this flag. Because this is long. This is a long flag that we have to use.
I
It's
see
about
it,
12 feet.
right, it says Spain flag at another $15.
Oh, because we're thinking of little flags that she might order on Amazon. And she orders those little flags, but I have to see because she says the flags that she saw to order don't have the little stick. And we needed the ones with the stick.
Do we really need that?
Well, she wants to put them in some of the arrangements.
Oh.
Like, let's say this here, see,
I see.
or somewhere she wants to put them. Well, we'll see. That's why I didn't even count on that because we could do our own thing with the banners.
So,
we ordered
but this
a-
one says 270 and this one
Yes.
says 250.
Yeah, that's on the printout, say two,
Which,
7.
because I was kind of figuring out in case we have,
Flag.
you know, the flags.
Are we getting a big flag?
That's the one right here.
No, an actual flag.
Oh, no, we have to order that.
What do you have to order?
The flag that we put in the back, that we hung on the,
Just like a big.
on the seal. with the seal
Thing
in.
like the
Yeah, the
United
big-
States flag, that big? You mean? Like, is that big?
No, well, yeah.
Maybe we can get the consulate to do this one.
No, don't complicate things. We ordered it last year on
I think
Amazon,
last year you guys ordered it.
on Amazon, yeah.
So just send me a link of the one you want
Okay,
and we can order it with the town credit card.
okay, look it up, Felicia. Look up the flag and then send it please to Ryan. Check. Yeah, we need to order that one. Okay, so as far as the janitors.
Wait,
this is
wait.
based-
So Balloon by Pixie didn't give you a quote, or
What do you mean balloon by Pixie?
Balloon by Pixie is one of the ones I sent you?
Because I had like already 3 people with
Okay.
balloons. I figure we had enough. Anybody that we ask that has a business, like the ones that you send me with the business card, they're gonna go around that $500 range. I don't think anybody's gonna come down to $250. That's cheap.
Very good.
But I told her I want the good quality balloons.
How big a flag are you gonna order? Like a 3x5?
Whatever you guys.
That would be that, right?
No, it's whatever you
No,
guys said. Like,
3x5.
last year you did bigger. So let me see if I can pull up the one from us.
So 3x5, they say here, which I can't believe it is only $9.
3x5.
3 feet by 5.
Oh, I'm like 3x5 is this much.
Yeah, 3 feet by 5 feet, and it's only $9. That doesn't seem.
Yeah, no, they're not
not that
expensive.
expensive.
Where's it
Well, the
coming
one I
from?
just realized wasn't expensive.
Probably coming from China.
Where's it coming from?
Okay, guys, let me keep going, because that we can do, we have time for that. The janitors, the staff. I average $170, 5 hours for 2. That's based on prices that I'll get. Now, the handyman to set up the room, we can waive the $200 if we give them the whole setup 1 week before, which.
Yeah.
we
And
can
to
do.
be clear, it's not waiving, it's just, when
They're
it
gonna
comes
be
to
in-house.
cost, yeah, like we have them
Right.
here Monday through
In-house.
Friday, so as
Right.
long as it's something already built into their
We
workload,
could
we
do
don't
that.
charge the committee.
We could do that, no problem with that at all.
But,
Now,
but we need them on Saturday.
No, that's separate, that's the handyman
No,
doing the
those are the
setup
handyman.
of the room, like
Yeah.
whatever, however you guys want the
Exactly.
table, the
I
chairs,
said
and all
that.
that. But what you're talking about is janitorial.
Okay, the
Okay.
Empire Event Rentals. Now that I based it on last year, but I don't know if that included delivery. 510, I wasn't sure if it included the delivery charge, but that would be for 15 high boys, right?
And
15
I
limits.
think 15 was a lot last year.
That's
That's what
what-
it was year or the year before, but I think there was a lot. Like, yes, they were
Took a month,
used,
but too
yes,
much.
they were used because people did use them. There was a lot of people. But it was very like crowded.
Yeah.
And I
what
think that's
figured.
because you guys did chairs and.
No, we have to do chairs.
That's the
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
but then the chairs take away from the space of the car.
I think we did 2 rows of chairs facing the stage. That's what we did, facing the stage.
And then everybody
Yeah.
else was kind of behind them. on
And
the
then there
right
was
side.
another row behind on the wall of chairs, and then we did. I don't know, I think with 10, we should be fine.
What about 10? I was thinking about 10 high.
That's what I would say, 10,
And the
because,
chairs, because some people will prefer sitting down in.
yeah. Now, what about the 6-foot tables? The ones that if we want to set anything up for the food or the.
The
buffet,
rectangle tables we have.
You have tablecloths for those.
Yes,
black- we have
we
black
do,
ones.
but they do have to get sent to be washed. So either you're paying for washing or you're paying for buying some, so something.
No, buying is expensive. We'll wash,
Okay.
you know, send them to be washed. Yeah.
Unless you just wanted to use the plastic.
No. No, because we have fabric on the high.
You want
Fabric,
fabric,
it looks
okay.
nice, yeah.
Okay.
And
So
the-
should I put 10 high boys instead of 15 on my notes?
Hey, let me think, let me see. Visualize, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 against the wall. 2 more, like we had 4 and 4, and then 2 against the wall. We could have even 3 against the wall.
Yeah, and that's the other thing, that
Yeah.
when you put those tables, the food really shouldn't go inside council chambers, because they can get messy, and then you have a line of people forming in the same area where there's stands.
No, but
Or there's
this is gonna be
seats and when
different,
there's
because we
tables.
have the paella, and they have to cook it outside.
Oh, yeah, they do have to cook it outside.
So they're not gonna be inside.
So are the so people have to go outside to get food.
Well, let's see, we gotta give that one some thought.
Yeah.
How we're gonna do that. Because what happened last year, we had the little cart with the liquor from Venezuela that was right there blocking that.
Yeah,
exit.
it's because there was a lot of.
A lot of
different-
things
it
there.
was a
Yeah, there
lot.
was the ice cream guy too.
Yeah, and
There
then we
were
had to
this-
put one here.
Then
and
there
that
were
was on our page.
sponsored tables. I think there were like 2 sponsored.
Yeah, there
tables,
was two
remember?
sponsors.
Yeah, so there was a lot going on the,
If you put the food outside, it does alleviate the space
right,
inside. So
right.
that's good. The only thing to think about there is if it rains, I don't know, something to talk about with.
but you still have to bring it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but to cook it, they have to cook it outside.
Right, they cook it outside, but they still have to bring it in.
That's what I'm saying, if it rains. that's
Well, then I'll
the
have
thing
to,
about-
I'll ask him and see.
Or maybe under that space, the little space.
Yeah, that
The
little
overhand.
Yeah, the overhand there on the side, yeah, that way, yeah. I
They
thought
should come
that's
check
it.
out the space to see if it
We need
fits
to
what
know
they need.
I'll have
how
her
big
come.
area
Yeah.
they need to work.
Maybe they have a
Find out
little
how big
portable.
the area-
Or-
Yeah, yeah, no, I'll
that
bring
they
her, I'll bring
use.
her to come and look at that
Okay.
and the area so that she knows. Yeah.
Question, are we gonna start sangria or some?
Okay, it's coming, it's coming. Okay, so basically it's 510, and let's say that we say 12. Five words, okay?
Okay, 12. I'll put in the
We'll do it with 12. And then I spoke with Trinette today, and her mom is willing to do the little centerpieces for us, like she did last year. So I have to let her know it's 12.
I'm looking at the receipt here, which I sent to all of you guys a detailed of what you guys spent last year, but
Yeah, I have it.
I'm looking at it, at the receipt, and it says that you guys. You did one big flag, a 3x5. It was $22. Venezuelan flag, a flag. And then you also did little ones, which I think it was for the decorations that she did. And those were 2 12-packs of 5x8 small Venezuelan flags on sticks.
That's perfect, that's
Yeah.
all we need.
And it was like $5 each.
Okay, can you order that for us?
Yeah, just send me the link, whatever you guys need, and we can
All right,
order it from Amazon.
so-
And I'll order it for you guys because we have the tax-free thing.
Yeah, and I need a copy of that to give to the catering.
Okay, I'll send
Yeah,
it
so
to you right now.
they don't charge us for that. And then we need to get the plates, the cups, utensils. I put $100. I don't even think we're gonna spend $100. I was looking at Publix, and sometimes they offer buy one, get one free of the nice plates. So let's see what happens, but I don't think I don't think we're even gonna spend $100, but we have to get the good thick plates because of the paella. You know, and make sure the utensils are nice too.
I have a quick question for you, because I see that the paella, the one that you're, I think that you said you guys were gonna go with, is for 50 people.
50, 50, 100.
50
meat
Two different
and
ones.
50 for the
seafood.
paella, and 50
Campesino?
for the
Okay.
seafood,
But-
100.
Will you guys, I only ask, will you guys control that, or do we cap it at 100? Because I think in the past, you guys have had more than 100 people come. how are you?
The food is gone, is gone. We're still-
I don't remember from last year.
We have to.
So we let as many people in on an event, right? But when the food is gone, it's gone.
Well, the food is gone, it's gone.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah, the food is gone, it's
But you
gone.
don't limit the event, right? Number.
Well,
Well, we did.
we
because it
limited
was
like
at the
we
chambers.
limited like I think like 150 or
What?
200 based on the fact that like 50%.
Yeah, that's
Doesn't
what we
show.
did. I think we did.
And like that happened.
That happened because we didn't have 200 people, but we had 100 and something we did.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
remember, we have.
We had a lot of walk-ins
Yeah.
to the
We
the
have,
article.
the capacity.
Yeah,
But and then just because like you're saying capacity. Yes, the capacity, like you can fit 200 people, but realistically, once you start putting in chairs and tables, you take away from that space. So something to think about. I don't know how you guys want to handle the
Maybe
event,
we'll
right?
just-
If you want to give priority to whoever signed
The
up.
event side on
doesn't, I don't know.
125.
or 150. I will go with 150 for event like. To make it a nice event.
Are we gonna promote it?
Oh,
That's
yeah,
right.
no, promote it, we have to promote it like crazy. Okay, so the entertainment. I was able to get the flamenco dancer. She has a dance studio of flamenco. She's very good. I've seen her. And she's gonna perform free, no cost. The other thought I had was, and I called today, Intensity Dance Studio here in Miami Lakes to see if they had a flamenco class, but they don't.
Oh,
So then I'm researching that end. I heard of a studio in Doral that has little girls and whatever different ages of dancers, flamenco dancers. So I thought it would be great to bring them on board. And it's kind of like have them do a little show. And of course, I'll tell her, promote your studio, but we don't have money. So I'm working on that one. The one in Doral.
125 on Eventbrite or
Oh,
what?
150. We're gonna do 150 at event, right?
I'll tell you guys what, how many signed up last year.
And then the water bottles, water bottles. Last year, Don Fabricio's office donated the water. Felicia,
I think we ordered soda.
Don
They
Fabricio's
donated soda. I think.
soda and water,
Okay.
Tom's office. Now, can Tom donate the water and the,
soda.
sangria?
Oh, sangria.
No sangria. But
No,
sangria
they're
doesn't
not-
have liquor. If you don't put the liquor, it doesn't have liquor.
Well,
The sangria that you buy at the store.
It's
does
red
not have
wine.
liquor.
yeah, the bottle that I have has wine, it's red wine.
The one that you buy at the Publix, the big sangria bottle.
Usually sangria is red
And
wine.
then you add your own.
On your own, bring your own bottle.
No, that gets too complicated.
Cause I was thinking, you have to have a typical Spanish drink, so I was thinking either sangria,
Which is not
it's
expensive.
not expensive, sangria, also,
Is there beer?
cider.
Is there
Cider, there's
is there
cider.
beer for Spain?
There's apple cider with no alcohol.
Oh, yeah, the beer from Spain.
Sidra.
San Miguel.
Sidra,
Maybe we could
Not the
contact the maybe wholesaler.
sidra.
See if they
Non-alcoholic.
like we did last year, but we got that.
The cider is non-alcoholic. Okay, so
La
check
sidra.
and see if he would donate bochero or gatero
We did 200.
cider. See, I did a lot, and we didn't have 200 people. We
And
had
who are you asking, Felicia, so I can write it in the notes?
Representative Tom.
Tom Fabricio. I'm asking to see if he would donate the cider and the, and then I'll check.
And the water bottles,
The water.
water and non.
If you said pick one, pick the cider.
Yeah,
Okay.
Alcoholic
Water, we can get at Costco.
cider, just cider.
yeah, cider. The idea.
Alcoholic, non-alcoholic, or sangria, I don't know. No, I know sangria, we can. do.
Oh,
Sidra.
and I'm cider, and I'm gonna check the beer, from Spain. And see if I can.
What's the name of the beer?
Well, I've always had San Miguel, but I don't know what they would have here. I have to check and see. Polar is not.
No,
from
Polar is
Spain.
Venezuela.
That's Venezuela, yeah.
God, I don't know if I've ever seen beer when I was in Spain.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I must have been in
yeah.
the wrong place.
Here's San Miguel, oh.
A lot of wine. there.
When I get to my living, I have my beer San Miguel and my pan con chorizo. That's what I want. That's all I think of. That's the first thing, that's the first
I
meal
think
I
a
have.
cappuccino. The best cappuccino.
Okay, so far, well, now it might be a little less because we have 3 less high boys and 3 less linens. But right, so far we have 2744. And our budget is 3,000, not counting sponsors.
Just to be very clear, technically, we don't have a budget for next fiscal year just yet. If you guys want to err on the side of caution, given that it doesn't look like, they're raising taxes or all that, I can only guess that the budget's gonna stay the same, but I don't know that until we have a final budget here.
But the same will be
What is the
3,000.
budget for?
Yeah, the same will be 3,000.
Yeah, so if you're looking at the
Yeah,
same,
I'm looking. at
I'm
the
just
same.
saying to be safe. Now,
Right.
if there's extra dollars and you guys feel like there's a need to elevate the event, then you'll
Last
know if
year
you
we
have
had-
extra dollars.
Last year we had 600 extra dollars from the sponsors.
That's right, and we're not counting on sponsors.
Yes, we're not counting on sponsors. So
Just, yeah, so if you get sponsor dollars and if you have, if you do get more of a budget, then you have a little more money.
so right now I'm basing it on what was
Okay.
already approved, the $3,000.
So we're doing this out of the budget for that ends in September, or we borrowing money?
No, because this is October, so you would be in the new fiscal.
Oh, that's
year.
right, this, I was
Yeah,
thinking about.
You're
it.
thinking about the
Yeah.
book talk,
Right,
The
yeah.
book talk is.
which
from-
by the way, I just checked and you already have 10 people signed up and we just posted it today, so.
Oh, okay, wow, we need some, we just.
For the book talk.
Oh,
How many?
How many?
10.
Hey,
awesome. It's not me, because I should have done that.
No, I checked,
It's not me.
it's none of you, it's, I checked.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Okay, so we're not supposed to check, we're not gonna do event for us, the committee people, no,
No,
no. Let the other people do it. Okay,
exactly.
perfect. Okay, so
like Estrella Galicia.
I think we're in good shape, huh? So, I think we're in good shape here. I think we've got a lot accomplished now. My thing is, there's a couple of things that I need the committee to help. Number one, like I say, the committee members, the number one thing is they need to show up that night. That's what they need.
Needs some hard circle.
Both of theirs.
It's a
We
very
need
small
people, that I'm gonna mention at the other meeting, they have to show up. Now, Elizabeth, you don't know anybody that plays the Spanish guitar other than John Fat, please, don't mention John Fat. Think about it. No, we're just kidding.
Okay.
Yeah. Think about it. I think, oh, I know. Have you been to a Pimiento restaurant?
No. it's-
Go Thursday night. Yeah, go, Charles. Thank you so much for coming.
Okay,
Good to see
okay.
you.
Go
See you
Thursday
next meeting.
to a Pimiento. They have a Spanish guitar there and tablaos. Go by if you don't mind and see, check them out and get their card and see. And then I'll give them a call if you like and just to see if they're willing to do something for us. Talk to them.
Paid, non-paid.
Well, right now I'm not paid publicity, but let's see, because if they tell me, what, $200 or something like that, then I think we can afford $200, but right now, see if they're willing to do it. Now, the other thing with El Pimiento, I always like to have a local restaurant participate in this. El Pimiento would be extremely expensive for the paella, but we don't have desserts. So we need someone to go to El Pimiento. You wanna go? To ask for desserts, postre, turrone, I don't know. Spanish,
They know which one.
tarta de Santiago.
So is Felicia
Tarta de
going
Santiago
for
is
the
expensive.
dessert?
Because
And
I
then-
ordered that for Christmas, it's expensive.
No, she's
Liz is
going
gonna
for
go
music.
for the music?
No, she should call music because that's nighttime. If you go, you have to go and speak to the owner. Well, Felipe, Elizabeth,
Oh, we
if you're
talked to
there,
Milo.
if you're there. Let's try first. the
They can
Pimiento.
sponsor their event. And then we promote the Pimiento. We get 150 people there.
Exactly, and I like to help the local people, So see if you can talk to the owner. They're usually there at night. I went during the day, but they weren't there. They were closed. Only the chef was there. See if you can, who's gonna go?
No, I have a question for Al. Can you put together a sponsorship package that she or I can take to?
Yeah,
Okay.
That would be the
But that
perfect
won't be
sponsor.
until.
Okay,
Sponsor.
so who's gonna go for what?
Yeah,
You're gonna go
and
to
Elizabeth
ask them
together.
for donation of desserts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Okay,
go
that's
with
what
their
you-
sponsor.
And then you're gonna go and check out the music and talk to those people there, okay?
So
great.
I'm gonna check.
We need dessert.
Oh, but if that was 4th of July, we had to wait until we approved and everything before we were able to get.
well,
If
it's
not,
not a
it's
restaurant.
the one you have.
just over the Palace.
Yes, right across,
And then there's.
next to
uh,
the cafe, oh, that's my place. Have you had the quiche? Oh, and the lobster
And
bisque?
the loudest that plays
And the
there
restaurant.
on Sunday around the
Oh, yes, he's awesome.
And then she's also with a violin playing.
Yes.
Oh my God, you walk in there.
When you guys bring this up to the regular committee.
Yeah.
Which Madeline just reminded me. Just so you know, the sponsorship packages as of the last year, we've been trying to elevate the events in terms of like branding and all that. Back then, I feel like they just used to slap logos on flyers and would call that a sponsorship. We're
Yeah.
trying to get away from that because we
Okay.
really want to give real value to the
To
sponsor.
the sponsors, right?
So with that said, sometimes we do like a branded poster, like a nice foam board or things like that. As you guys know, everything costs money. So in order to do that, there would be like a cost, like a printing cost or
Right,
whatever.
right.
And then that's what we're promising the sponsors. So I just want you guys to be aware of that. That will add to your cost, but
We
in
can
the
put
end,
it
it's
on the
really
screen. We can put it on the screen.
right, but this is just in general. For events, there's things that we do to elevate the event in terms of branding and signage that will have a cost.
Right.
It
right.
will hit your expense line,
Mhm.
but just keep in mind that the return on it is obviously a lot
Like we
greater
did for
than
4th of
that.
July.
Exactly, like for 4th of July.
Mhm.
Obviously, we're gonna try to keep it as low as possible, but I just
Yeah,
want you
because
guys to
this
be
is- this is a
aware.
Smaller event.
I just
Yeah.
want you guys to know that we're not, like, be aware that that will be an expense. I want you guys to be aware of your expenses for Hispanic Heritage.
No, no, we
Or
have
for any event really going forward.
We don't wanna
Um,
go over, we don't wanna go over, that's for
Yeah.
sure. Okay,
But obviously the return
yes,
is greater.
yes, of course, people want that. They like to have that, I know, believe me, I know.
Yeah, when I used to,
Was sponsored.
when I used to walk around the town getting sponsors, I remember, I think. One of the dealerships is a Western Inn to me.
Yeah, no, that's.
Yeah,
right,
exactly. So that's, we'll do the
That- that's-
sponsorship package
that's
and
the-
highlight the
What
benefits.
Let me tell you, when I used to do all the sponsorships for our festival, of course, we had the banners and all of that, but one of the things that they liked was the Facebook post.
Yeah.
That
So
was a big thing.
We
the social
definitely
media.
thank them via like our social medias, but it's not. For example, the committees were used to seeing a lot of their flyers all over, like filling our feed with flyers. That isn't necessarily strategically, that wasn't done strategically, so we're doing it in a way where it makes sense with the algorithm rather than just posting flyers.
Mhm.
Because the more we post flyers and people don't engage with them, we're killing. If
Right.
anything, we're killing our engagement, which is
Right.
not helping us reach.
Mhm.
So now you won't see the flyer as much, so we're not promising sponsors that you're gonna see the flyer all month long. What we do is a recap and we thank the sponsors and we highlight them, we can tag their pages. And what we really wanna capture at the event is if there's a sponsor present and they have branding, we naturally capture those photos with them in it rather than us having to stick a logo because we didn't even capture the.
Right,
logo
right,
at
no,
the end
that's
of it.
better.
Yeah.
Much better,
Which we
Yeah.
tried to do with 4th of July, there was some pictures captured
right,
where you had like the memorial thing and it
Right.
naturally showed.
yeah, that they could.
So I
see
just
that.
want you guys to be aware of that
Okay.
change.
Okay, that sounds good, the more you offer them, the better, we'll get more sponsors. Okay, so we'll get the package so we can start working on that. Okay, the other thing is. I think. Years ago. I got posters. From the Spanish embassy and from Iberia Airlines for Spain. When my daughter was doing a project of Spain. So. If anybody's willing to research that, to see the Spanish embassy and Iberia Airlines. Will be willing to send us some posters that we can display, along. As decoration,
At MIA, I know Iberia flies out of MIA.
yeah.
I wonder if they fly out of Fort
I
Lauderdale.
think the
too.
main one to go after would be the Spanish embassy, in Brickell,
Actually, it's not the embassy, it's the
Huh?
consulate. It's the consulate.
the council, yeah. Spanish consulate, yeah. Felicia, you wanna do that one? You like to research? Okay, call the Spanish consulate, please, and see if they can send us some posters. For Spain and see. And then the other thing, Felicia, that you helped us
Or
last
even a
year.
little film. Stuff.
Exactly, because that's my next question. Last year, you helped us. As
Yeah,
the event was
I'm having
going on.
trouble with my YouTube. I used to download it and then take out all the junk from YouTube. But I don't know what's going on, so if they can provide us like a little film to promote Spain,
Okay, then ask them.
I asked.
That's
Because
perfect.
I mean, I don't mind
That's
doing it,
even
you know, I
better.
enjoy doing that,
That will be.
but
a
I'm
lot
having
more-
trouble.
That will be professional, because I'm sure what they give you is gonna be very professionally done.
You
So
know,
I-
short thing.
Yeah,
Put on our
ask them.
screen.
Yeah, we just want to put something on the screens. As people are there eating or whatever, so they can see it. Hey, Felicia's gonna research that with it.
And conflict today, posters and or short film.
What I'm doing is check the flags. For Amazon, for Arrow. Unless you already.
Oh, I think she's all set with that.
Well, she just wants the link.
She wants
No,
the
you
link.
guys have to tell me the link of exactly what you
Okay,
want.
send her the link of
And
that
I'll
one,
place
send
the
her
order.
Link of the little ones with the. Of the little ones too.
They get the poster / film from the Spanish consulate and deserve.
I get the search from El Pimiento.
Is there anything you need me to order, really?
Or flag. Well, anything that she needs to order
No,
already,
and also the.
Also reordering.
The water and cedar.
yeah, I put that.
Cedra first.
And
Hopefully they have cedar. Well, in October then the store should have cedar.
So,
by October.
Yeah, you go to Navarro, they always have it.
What are
All
you
year.
ordering from Amazon? Flags.
Okay, I need to order from Amazon the flags.
Flags and a big, small and large.
Yes. But I also need to order, but I don't like to do it.
Flags,
Once, so I wanna
large.
see my plates, you know what I mean? I wanna make sure they're nice and sturdy. And the same thing with the,
Like, what
with
do you
the
call them,
forks and.
baguette?
Do you wanna order all that from
Baguette,
Amazon?
No,
No,
I'm
that's
gonna,
gonna be
Costco.
I wanna go ahead and purchase
That
that
way you
myself.
And I sent you a certificate of exemption, so it's in your inbox now, so you could please make sure to use it. In case you guys are buying stuff and then getting refunded, please make sure there's no taxes on it.
Oh, yeah.
Or you just pay for the,
No,
you just pay it without the tax.
I'll make a
No, I'm
copy.
saying, but like. for
Yeah, like
example-
if you have the
Yes.
certificate, use it in it.
Right,
I know, I did that with the church all the
Okay.
time.
Yeah, so I sent it to you.
Yeah.
but what I'm saying is like, for example, with the.
If we
books,
get
we
reimbursed,
have
we
it,
get
So we
reimbursed
just,
tax.
I know with the books,
We get reimbursed.
if we get reimbursed, we get reimbursed with tax.
no. we
You
get
know, the
reimbursed
idea is we
without
don't-
tax.
Yeah, the town doesn't pay tax.
They cannot pay the tax. So like, for example, the books, I won't.
Oh,
get paid
I'm
for the
curious,
tax.
because the school does it too.
Yeah, they won't pay for the
They,
tax.
they won't reimburse me for the tax. Well, yeah. Oh, yeah, they want.
You
Well,
within
we-
budget, if you say, okay, we spend $60 buying books, $60, that's it.
Well,
within
no,
budget.
she
No,
has
'cause I
to
need the
use
receipt.
Oh, you
the
need the
actual
receipt,
receipt, but it's
okay.
not a big deal because it would be what, dollars and.
Yeah, it's not, it's not, it's not.
Quick question,
What,
are we gonna have any
On
art
60?
work display?
$100 worth?
Because
Yeah,
like,
You know that it's a shame because I know that Ermi has some Spanish flamenco ladies. And she has some paint.
because, I mean, that hallway looks,
Yeah.
there's nothing on
You know what?
She's still in
I
rehab.
know she is. It's gonna be hard because, you know, the only problem is that most of her paintings are like upstairs or something in her house. And then to bring them down is crazy.
it. No, I'm
Yeah,
not,
$4
I'm not
and 50 cents.
thinking of her, I'm thinking of, because it's kind of late.
Or the fans, those fans.
Oh, yeah, the fans. Yeah, those are fun.
They're beautiful.
Do you
Those are
want,
fun.
so you could order those on Amazon. Do you wanna, put,
No,
I'll
I.
send aisle for
it's-
small
it's
flags,
fine.
a large flag and fans, Spanish fans? They
How
can't
much
do
are
that,
those?
they're not that, so I was looking.
I mean, I have.
Why don't you research the Spanish pants and see how much they are?
You could even paint those from the ceiling.
It's a breeze, it's a breeze, you don't.
I
have
know,
to-
Put them on the table.
I work full time, I don't have time to be just playing in the computer. I mean, I'll do it, but, you know.
When? If you
So
can't
you're
do it.
doing,
let me
you're
know.
doing the guitar
The
player.
guitar player, she's gonna go
So who else?
and check them
Who
out.
else is doing something?
Listen, why don't you check in with your art department at the university and
Yes,
see if there's
department.
anybody that has, no, paintings? No, not really. But it has to be like a flamenco dancer, you know, really,
Spain, a landscape from
Spain.
Spain.
yeah. Check the art department and see, maybe they might have something that they'll be willing to bring.
Let's see, it says
And what
here,
about when you call the consulate, ask them if they know of a Spanish artist too? And then give me the information and I'll contact.
Yeah, yeah, because I don't.
Give me the information, I'll contact. them. Okay. And if you can't get a hold of the Spanish consulate, let me know and I'll call
No,
them.
no, for tomorrow.
But if they send us posters, we could also use posters
Yeah,
outside.
that we can. Do.
Yeah.
Get the phone.
Yeah. Okay,
oh, they're a little more expensive than I thought they were.
Yeah,
Spanish fans, let me go back and see if something cheaper, oh, Oriental Trader might have it for
Yeah.
cheaper than Amazon.
Oh, yeah, I left Amazon.
okay. Let's see, here, let's see.
All right, I can look into the Spanish fans and send the link to Io.
Now send it to me
What-
too.
How much are we talking about? How many and how much?
No, not too many, we're just gonna put them around the high boys, you know?
Oh, okay.
No. I'm gonna give
A
everybody.
dozen, 2 dozen, something.
2 dozen?
Like that.
2 dozen will be fine.
Little or regular size?
No, the little.
The little ones.
So you wanna send the link to Io, Madeline? Okay, all right. then.
Okay, so then basically we do need to buy the water then, Kyle, the little water bottles. Tom gonna give us water or we wait? Let's wait and see what Tom's offers today.
Yeah.
Okay,
We're gonna aim for Cedra from top.
let's see that and water, please. Then, okay. And then,
Have cedar water and alcoholic, but I don't know.
How many did we decide on the thing?
Maria, here's San Miguel and Estrella Galicia.
24, 2 dozen.
Okay,
so what?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Estrella Galicia beer and
That's what I'm saying. Estrella Galicia is my favorite.
San Miguel. those two.
San Miguel and.
Mahu, Mahu San Miguel, Mahu, Mahou, Mahu San Miguel.
Mhm. Never heard of
I
that.
never heard Mahu.
That's San Miguel.
Oh, I
The
just heard
brand is
San Miguel,
Mahu,
that's
yeah.
it. Okay. So you're gonna research and see if somebody
We can check
in
in
the
the
beer?
pimiento, I'm sure they sell it there, or they know who to.
Oh, I'm,
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Estrella Galicia is Publix. Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't drink fancy beer.
I don't drink this.
that was my favorite when I drank beer, but
Estrella Galicia, maybe we could check out if they have buy one, get one free. At Publix. Mira, Madeline, when you go to Publix, Miami Lakes, talk to the main guy there. And tell him. To see if he could work some deal for us with that beer. For the event.
It's called Estrella
Estrella Galicia, please. And
Galicia.
see if he could work something for us, because I really want time for our festival and they'll work with you. You just have to ask. Okay.
Galicia.
Okay, so Madeline is gonna check on the.
Gallego.
Okay, all right, guys.
Okay, are we done?
okay, I got a couple of questions.
Okay, go.
The book talk for September, that comes out of this budget or
September would be this current.
This.
do we have it?
You have $0 currently allocated to that line item. You've depleted that line item. I just checked.
Who we what? How can we delete that?
Because remember, you guys did a book talk last year, but it fell under this current
Oh,
fiscal year.
oh,
Because
okay.
you did it in October. It was the very beginning of this fiscal year. And now September is the very last month of the same fiscal year. You don't start a new fiscal year till October, October 1st.
But right now we have what, $50, $60?
Now, you guys can always move
Yes.
funds to that line item if you have funds left over from everything else.
Okay,
Okay.
did we finally get
The
our
4th of
balance
July.
on the 4th of July?
No,
So we
Fourth of
probably
July
have
was
some
3
money
weeks
left
ago,
on
you have
that.
to wait
Yeah, but we need to.
maybe close to,
The what?
What is it?
no weeks, no credit
The
cards.
concert.
The what?
The concert.
Oh, we need to cover the concert, yeah.
The
And
credit
the
card was
concert.
only the flags.
Which the concert, you're short about like $20, but it's not a big deal. We'll move it when we get to the next meeting.
The Concert of Americas.
Okay, so unless we can.
Oh, I thought you meant 4th of July. I was like,
No,
4th of July, I'm quite sure.
No, the symphony of.
So unless we get food donated, we don't have any more money, period. We can't spend it.
Again, I would give it time because whenever there's anything, any
Yeah.
purchase on credit card, it hasn't reconciled yet, but. From what,
Yeah, I think we
Madeline's
did on
budget,
credit
it
cards.
looks like you should have some funds available
Yeah.
from 4th of July.
Yeah, but remember, we have to use some for the Stephanie still.
Yeah.
Exactly, so you have to look at all the line
items.
items and see. I think you
Yeah, we
still
covered
might
it,
have
that's
some
it.
left
We
over.
have an idea.
For the food.
We'll do the basket at the Symphony. We might get $50, $60 from there.
But I think you guys might have funds available. You just you'll just look at the budget at your meeting and see.
Okay, that's fine. So right now, anybody that goes out asking for Oriental food or Chinese food has to be donated. That's it. Right now, we don't have any money.
So what was your question, Madeline?
Now, what about the budget?
Just about the budget.
Oh, no, the book, the stage. I was telling me the stage is small
What state?
for your Hispanic heritage.
Oh, for the
Yeah,
Hispanic.
it is a very small state.
No, it was the one that lady danced. The second
Yeah, but
lady,
it
she
was-
danced on it.
And that's not, if they don't have it,
So I have to check if that one's available, because the thing with that one is that it's borrowed from our programming, so if they're already using it because it's theirs for their programming, then we can't use it.
Okay, because I had another idea, which I think is even better than that, because I worry about them dancing since it's hot.
Yeah, it was.
How about when you go and you rent a dance hall and they put the flooring, like the wood, the individuals,
We climb some.
is that plants? They call it
Yeah, yeah.
plants? It's like those,
Square.
yeah, how about if we have like a certain measurement?
Those are expensive.
Well, let's see.
But
if-
that's what I'm saying, I don't know what you're asking, like the ones, I can ask if we have the same one as last.
Right,
Cause
And then if we don't, then you guys have to find
They're
somebody who you would want. And you're saying it's.
that's
We
right.
priced those
Because you don't get
for
it
my
either.
wedding, they're 100 each.
100 each.
It's called dance floor.
Yeah, for the dance floor, yeah. Because see, when, I'm gonna ask a flamenco dancer. Maybe
Ask them
might-
if they require anything specific.
Yeah.
Well,
Because if
Well, they're
they're,
gonna be.
You have to.
You
but that's, ask her specifically, if she can put it in writing, what do they need? And then like that, I can tell you, yes, we have that, or no, we don't, and if we don't, then we have to work on finding something else.
Yeah, the whole thing is about.
Check out when you go on
Pounding their
Thursday night, what they used to dance.
Yeah,
There's gonna be a flamenco dancer there.
And ask them how much.
at Pimiento,
Yeah,
I think it's just the floor.
no, they have
They
something.
have nothing.
They have something. They-
Yeah, but it's not gonna be big enough for, how many kids?
No. Right now, I'm only have one.
One
flamenco,
lady.
One lady.
Oh,
dance.
it's one lady.
Yeah, the kids.
Oh,
I don't know about the kids yet. I have to. see
oh, I
what they
think it
have.
was a group of.
No,
kids,
right now
people.
it's one. And if it's one, she could do. I'll ask anyway about what we had last year, please. Okay, because the Venezuela dancer danced on top of that with no problem last year. But in the meantime, I'm gonna find out.
Yeah, I'll ask and you ask, so
Yeah.
like that we
Yeah.
see if it works.
And then Elizabeth is gonna ask when she goes
Now,
to.
another question I have for the Symphony of Americas. Besides the church. Refreshments. It's the only thing missing.
Tuning.
Are we having any food?
Well, it
You
depends
guys
on the money.
did-
Right
you
now,
guys-
we don't have enough even for the church.
Exactly.
So-
No, and I'll remind you that the invoice, the only invoice we looked at the committee was the one for the actual performance.
It's a
Right.
bonus fee.
They still didn't include anything from the church. They haven't gotten back to me with any fee. I don't know if there's any fee. But right now, that line item doesn't even have enough for the actual performance.
No, we need to
You're like
check about
$20
the-
short.
Are we supposed to give something to the symphony? No, the orchestra.
The
we don't feed them,
performance
no?
fee.
No, we
No.
don't feed them.
Because I know they always. age
Yeah,
from
they
what
have-
everyone
Yeah,
else
they eat,
buys.
they eat what we.
Yeah.
But I think in previous years, you guys have given the church. a
Right,
certain-
Oh,
there's
yes,
other
For
things
the
that we have.
piano tuning, or I don't know if this
Yes.
applies to this one,
Yes.
but they haven't provided an estimate.
I'll contact,
So that's something to keep in mind,
Jamil.
because that
I'll contact
happens
Jamil
before the
tomorrow.
book talk.
Right,
Right.
And see what,
How much is the performance fee?
um,
And that's the cost of the Symphony of America,
I
right?
got it.
well, like, that's then. But not.
You can keep it, because I don't know how I ended up with 3
Yeah,
copies.
keep that one, I have an extra one too.
Wow.
No, and they went down,
they went down.
they went down.
The reason I was asking, other than the church tuning doohickey money, is there anything that we are considering that we need to order? Because our next meeting is the 9th and the Symphony of America is the 12th. I don't know whose event that is.
Basically,
That
you
is
have a
Felicia.
copy of the budget?
So they play in Miramar also, right?
Correct.
Very,
That's what I understand. I
Yeah.
don't,
and they charge them a different fee? You were saying?
yeah, because they sell tickets.
They sell tickets for that event.
Oh, and so they charge a very,
Yeah, they sell tickets. We call
It's a
it.
bigger venue.
Yeah, the cultural center, of course. You can come up.
and then I didn't know, I never realized they charge this much.
Yeah.
$700.
Yes. A lot of musicians.
No, it is. They're wonderful.
Yeah, the quality.
No, I don't have it, I made a,
What does the church typically ask for? $100.
That was 200 for tuning. I just trying to remember from the Black History Month.
Do you have a copy of what we discussed last time? Of the Citizen American, remember I sent it to you? And then we put that.
Yeah, it's somewhere in my emails, though I don't have it readily available.
I know, I know it's mine, but.
Okay, I'll check.
What I can look at,
and-
because I have the budget,
So
like
we
I have
meet
the.
next Wednesday at 7. For the night.
The 9.
Yeah, read from the Wednesday at 7.
Regular. Yes.
August 9th. at
Correct.
7. Okay.
August 9th.
Did you get an email with my? And you opened it, you could see the actual costs,
Cause I know we,
like a receipt.
Oh, you know, I didn't get that email. Did you send it?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see. Yeah, because I need to print that for you. Yeah.
Our printer is on.
Yeah. When you have- look at the Facebook and detail. Yeah,
Fans are expensive.
yeah.
Even a rental trader, little cheapy ones.
No, we don't have to give people, let them have the little flags and that's it.
At Oriental Trading, which is right now, I only did a cherry blossom. $17 for 12,
For what? For
the
the.
fans.
Wow.
How
So
about
that's,
this? Sometimes we,
Yeah, the little ones, I thought.
you know what, the dollar store, are you gonna go?
Oh,
to the
yeah.
dollar store? Check out the dollar store
Okay,
and
I'll
see
check it out.
if they have it. I don't know why I wanna say they do.
I'm just hesitant to purchase anything else now that we know we have no money.
For the dollar. Listen, we'll split it.
We don't have
Worst
a
comes to
dollar?
worst, I give you half of it.
Okay, so,
The worst comes to worst, we sell the books.
so books for sale,
$5, we'll sell them for
$5, we got them for $6. We're not good businesswomen, right? If you bought them for $6, we're selling.
We're
them for
very good
$5.
businesswomen because these things are like 18,
I
19.
know, I understand it.
Yeah.
And look at
regular price.
Oliver, she went with a publishing company that has like recycled paper, which is great. Look at the paper, it's the same.
It's true, that's true, I didn't realize that.
So there's nothing wrong with this book. It's like a library book.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
I can raffle it off. I'll try to get more of this
They say,
paper stuff off.
oh, because you can't get the plastic off.
Well.
Where did you get that one?
Oh, the cover is nice.
Where did you get that?
Well,
one?
that's part
This
of
is
that
part
package,
of the
but she
nine.
says the other ones are not like this.
The other one doesn't have any of the.
Any of that, it's
stuff
better
on it. It
condition.
looks just like
Do it-
that.
Do it slowly.
Yeah.
Yeah, or with a little soap.
Rip it off.
No, but this
Yeah.
is the one that you keep. We'll
Keep
it.
that one.
They,
Once I read a book, I don't want to keep it.
No,
I'll raffle it off.
they don't know if we're gonna get 10 or 9.
I
They don't
know.
You know what book I'm reading?
I'd rather someone else take it and
All Man of
enjoy
the
it.
Sea.
The what?
The All Man of the Sea.
Oh, yeah.
This is, I mean, what I love about it is the simplicity. of the
Listen, I
language.
think we're in good shape with the
Okay,
Hispanics.
so we're all set until we meet again.
Yeah, good.
On the 9th.
Can I make a motion to adjourn the meeting, or we don't even need a motion?
Yeah, we haven't made
Yeah.
a motion about anything.
No, because
We have,
No, but just-
no, but
we're only,
adjourn
we're only making suggestions.
okay, but we got a lot of
Regular
stuff, so the
Start at 7:10 and ending at
8:24.
8:24.